Hey, this is Steven from Wild Stuff. Welcome to the show. This video is my comparison of some popular keychain multi-tools from Leatherman and Gerber. Some of these are new, some are very old, and I purchased them all with my own money, with no sponsorship involved from either company. From left to right, we have a Leatherman Squirt P4 in blue, a Leatherman Squirt PS4 in red, a Leatherman Squirt PS4 in black, a Leatherman Micra in red, a Gerber Dime in black, and a Gerber Vise in black and silver. So first cab off the rank is the Leatherman Squirt P4. This is an older model I've had for close on 20 years now. As you can see, it's been very well used and is long overdue for a bit of a clean-up. I think they're discontinued now in favour of the PS4. There's meant to be a keyring attachment point, but some years back mine was literally blown right off, sending my keys flying across a parking lot one day in an unfortunate incident with a car battery terminal. It comes in at just over 2 inches, or about 5.5 centimeters long. Open it up and you reveal the small but effective pliers, loaded with a good amount of spring resistance. They also function as a small wire cutter. The rest of the tools are accessed from the outside. There's a small rough file, a flat screwdriver with a little can opener at the base, and a small screwdriver with an angular tip, which I think is meant to be a flat version of a Phillips head. On the other side there's a tiny flat screwdriver, and a small pokey thing I believe is called an awl, which I've never actually used. Then there's the main blade, small, very sharp, drop point with a little thumbnail groove. Next up is the Leatherman Squirt PS4. Now I've got 2 of these here in this lineup, so I'm going to skip this red one and show you the black one, which I bought brand new for the video. It comes packaged in this cute little box with a little bit of paperwork inside and is the same size as the P4 at just over 2 inches or 5.5 centimeters. This looks gorgeous at the moment without any signs of wear and tear. Inside you'll find the same set of mini pliers as the P4. I've lost count of the number of times the pliers on my older red one has saved me from being stuck on the side of the road after a long history of mechanical issues with a clutch cable in an older car. With my trusty Leatherman Squirt PS4, I was usually back on the road within a minute or two. The main blade is also identical, small, very sharp, non-serrated, drop point and with a single thumbnail groove. Now what sets the PS4 apart from the older P4 is the addition of the letter S in the title, which stands for scissors. Despite the diminutive size of the PS4, they've somehow managed to squeeze in a small but functional set of scissors, complete with spring-loaded resistance to open them up again after each snip. Of course they're no substitute for a regular pair for normal stationary tasks, but when it comes to light duties on the go, such as trimming loose threads from clothing or cutting some surgical dressing to patch a blister, they'll get the job done. It also has the same little flat Phillips head, the wider flat screwdriver with an integrated bottle opener, and the same file. Next up is the Leatherman Micra. Now the main difference between the Micra and the previous 2 Leathermans we've looked at is that instead of unfolding into a set of mini pliers, the primary tool on the Micra is a pair of scissors. The Micra is also noticeably larger than the Squirt series, coming in at about 2.5 inches or 6.5 centimeters. Opening it up reveals the scissors, which are much more substantial than the tiny ones included on the PS4. They're also spring-loaded to reopen after each snip. I feel like this would be a great tool in a minimalist first aid kit for cutting bandages and dressings. The additional tools on the Micra are all on the inside of the handles, requiring it to be open, unlike the PS4. The main blade is small, very sharp, has a single thumb groove, and it's hard to say whether it's a drop point or a clip point. It's kind of somewhere in between the two. It is, however, marginally smaller than the blade in the Squirt PS4, which was unexpected given the Micra's body is larger than the PS4. There's a small nail filer with a hook apparatus on the end, and a flat wide screwdriver. On the other side you'll find a pair of tweezers and a flat Phillips head. tweezers work by gently squeezing the two prongs together and could be useful for a wayward eyebrow hair or removing a small splinter. There's also a tiny screwdriver with a bottle opener built into the base. The Micra comes in a simple blister package, shown here on the left, with the info from the back of the packet shown on the right. Next up, the Gerber Dime. The Gerber Dime is a little more budget friendly than the Leathermans I've shown so far. I've seen a variety of colours advertised, but this one is all black, which includes the tools too. I quite like the aesthetics. It comes in a simple blister pack like this, with plenty of information and diagrams shown on the rear of the package. The dime comes in at about 2.5 inches or 6.5 centimeters, including the bottle opener which is fixed to the outside of the body. This makes it noticeably larger than the Leatherman PS4. The first tool you'll notice is the bottle opener, which is almost as wide as the whole unit and fixed into position on the outside. Then you open it up to reveal the mini pliers inside. These are slightly larger than the Leatherman and have a small wire cutting section near the hinge. One of the more interesting tools on the dime is the retail package opener. I still find it difficult to open a fully sealed plastic blister packet, but it works a treat on boxes and tape. The main blade is small, curved and sharp with a single thumbnail groove. Despite the dime's body being larger than the Leatherman, the blade is noticeably smaller. It has a flat wide screwdriver and a small flat Phillips head. The Phillips head has some small abrasive markings on either side to do the job of a file. Next there's a pair of scissors, very similar to the set on the Leatherman PS4, including spring-loaded resistance. And finally, a little detail which I didn't even notice until I'd almost finished editing this video, there's a tiny little pair of fully removable tweezers. These are stowed away very securely in this tiny little space next to the bottle opener. And the final multi-tool in my lineup, the Gerber Vise. This is also the cheapest tool in this video, at currently 22 Aussie dollars at Bunnings. It's just under 2.5 inches or 6 centimeters long. Inside is the usual set of pliers. Now the Vise is the only one in this lineup to have two main blades, one being serrated and the other being a smooth edge. Here they are side by side with the Leatherman PS4. You also get a flat wide screwdriver with an integrated bottle opener. Just like on the Gerber Dime, the bottle opener is three-dimensional for a better grip on the bottle cap. There's a tiny flat precision screwdriver, handy for your glasses, and a Phillips head with an abrasive file on the side. This Phillips head is not entirely flat like the others. I would describe it more as squashed and actually has 4 sides. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more EDC gadget reviews.